Alright, so this video is gonna be slightly different because I've only done this like maybe once or twice in the past, and I said I was gonna do it consistently, and then I just didn't really do it. But in this video, I'm gonna be kind of going over some of the things I bought from Pokemon products in the past week or so, and kind of like what's expected to come on the channel. By the way, the Typhlosion was submitted. They actually got it the other day, and we're probably gonna get that return in the next couple of weeks. And actually, matter of fact, I got 2 submissions that are almost done, so expect a PSA grade return at some point in the near future. There should be actually 2, and then the big one with the Typhlosion should be coming out at some point in the next month or 2, depending on how soon it gets done, because everything's backed up. So in today's video, I'm gonna be going over certain things I bought. First things first, I got 6 long packs for Team Rocket. I'm like 85% sure these are all light. But Ryan, why are you showing us this? You're not gonna open these. No, these right here I bought with the intention of opening. Now, the reason why the long packs Unlimited Rocket are special is you have that very, very small chance to get that Error Dragonite, which is worth a couple $1,000s. And I'm not even talking about graded. I'm talking about as a near mint. Right out of the pack, it's worth like $4 grand or something like that. So yeah, the story with that basically is, so when Team Rocket Unlimited was initially printed, for some reason there was a the rare non-holo Dragonite was well, actually the holo version of Dragonite, because it says 5 on the bottom of the card, was printed in an uncommon slot. So there's like a non-holo version of the holo Dragonite that's available, and they were only like maybe 5,000 error printed. That's why it's so ridiculously rare. Personally, I'm not a big fan of error cards, but I figure before these cards get so incredibly expensive, because as you guys know, vintage Pokemon has been crazy the past couple of months, especially. I figured let's try to do it once. So I bought 6 packs. Whether any of these are actually holo or not doesn't really matter. The big goal is gonna be try to get a Dragonite in the video, and I'm sure you've seen a couple videos at some point from other channels in like the last couple of weeks. So the next thing I bought, we got another set of long packs, which is funny because I'm pretty sure these are light, but the only reason why I bought these is because they were actually a really, really good deal. For some reason, base set especially in the past couple weeks has been ridiculous. I'm talking about, I think a box sold for like $8,000 2 weeks ago, and then the next box sold for like 10. And in fact, I'm not gonna say his name, but I got a homie who bought one for, he bought a 4th print, which is like a rare version of Base Unlimited, for a really good premium price. So like base set is like the set to get right now, which is exactly why I bought an art set. Now when I bought these initially, I honestly expected them to be light. I just kind of really wanted the art set sealed. I already have one, but I figured it was a pretty good deal, so why not? So I got these. These are not gonna get opened. However, what might get opened is going to be these, because along with that, I just dropped some important packs. Don't drop these. What I actually ended up getting was also a heavy set of this. These guys are heavy. These I might actually open at some point on the channel. The reason I bought some heavy base set packs is because same reason with something like this. If you ever have like a first edition base set pack shadowless, just having a light one is already ridiculous, but with the chance of one being actually hollow, the value can shoot through the roof. Like for example, I believe a heavy base set pack goes for like 500, 600 bucks. In about 2 months from now, it's probably gonna be 800 bucks. Probably a year from now, it might be 2 grand, which is kind of crazy. So I figured I'll buy a whole heavy base set as well as a light set, and I'll just kind of hang on to it in my collection. Like I said, these I'm definitely not open because there's no point, but I might open these at some point in the near future. And of course, the question a lot of you guys are gonna ask me, well, Ryan, when are you gonna open this one? The reason why I haven't opened this one yet is because the weight, unfortunately, is in that what if scenario. And I'm waiting to see anybody else who bought from Rev's box if they actually open their packs from the heavy side and if pull a holo yet, because there should be 3 holos left, and it's possible that I have one of the holos, but like I'm in that awkward wait where it's like in between. Either it's going to be potentially heavy or potentially a light, and I'd rather not risk that just quite yet. So I'm gonna hang on to this pack for a while. I mean, worst case scenario, if these both are light, it's still first edition shadowless Charizard art packs. Like these are already like worth more than what I paid for initially for these. I believe these go for like $2,900 right now off of just the light variation. And then of course, if you have a heavy, I've seen them selling upwards up to like 10 grand for a heavy pack for this, which is ridiculous. So yeah, that's the reason why I haven't opened this yet, because I'm not sure yet. Because the last thing I want to do is open this and just be like, it's light. So yeah, speaking of heavy packs, I got some more. I kind of just started like snagging up heavy packs, especially with the Charizard art, because again, if you're ever going to get to the point where you want to buy like either a base set pack collection, it's what better way to have it than to have it heavy for sure. Like knowing that, you know, you have like an art collection is one thing. It's like, oh, this is light. There's no point in opening this. But knowing that you have an art collection and it's heavy, it's like there's a hollow in here. This could be a Charizard as well, which is why I bought this. Again, I don't know if I'm going to open all of these, but I figured I'd get them right now before they're too unobtainable. Now, the big ones, of course, that I had to get, Neo Genesis. These two are heavy for sure. This is actually the art set from last time that I decided not to open. I'm trying to keep it sealed. Like I said, I have a whole art collection, which is nice. I got Meganium, Typhlosion, Lugia, and Feraligatr. But after that happened, after I pulled the Typhlosion, I believe I got one more on the way, but I bought some heavies just, again, for a what-if scenario. Maybe I might open it in the future, or I might just hang on to it forever. But, like, I need to at least get a Feraligatr heavy pack. So if that pops up on eBay, then I'm definitely going to get that as well. So right now, in case you're wondering, the packs that for sure getting open are going to be the Team Rocket. I don't know about these guys yet. But the other main reason why I wanted to do this video, the real reason I wanted to do this video, is because I bought something else. And I want to make sure that this looks good right here. I'm going to go ahead and open this up right now on camera. I ended up getting a Typhlosion. A Typhlosion 17 first edition from Troll and Toad the other day. And let's see if they're good. If they end up being not up to quality, I might, just return them. But again, I kind of want to open this on camera just in case, something is wrong with it, because I had not had a chance to look at this before it was shipped out. Normally I can ask, important. Normally I can ask staff, like, hey, can I see an image of this? But because of, like, the issues in the world with the virus and everything, they actually have been pretty understaffed. So I figured, if worst case scenario, if this isn't mint, I'm just gonna return it, and at that point I can at least get my money back. But even if it's like decent condition, I'm gonna hang on to it and get it graded, because Typhlosion 17 is like the card to have right now. So let's see if this was worth the money. Oh my god, right off the bat, look at this back. And that centering is actually beautiful. That's a gorgeous Typhlosion 17. Look at that. I think the centering from the top is slightly off. No, actually, no, it's not. I don't know. Okay, well, right now it's at least a 9. The real question is the scratches. Usually, what I try to look at when I buy like near mint cards is like, is the hollow scratched up? Because obviously, that's the one of the biggest variables in print lines. Oh yeah, it is. Unfortunately, it's actually, ooh, this is super scratched. That's a lot of print lines. That's a combination of print lines and scratches, actually. This is probably a solid 8. But like everything else in this card is beautiful. I mean, that off chance he gets a 9, which I really doubt. This will be definitely worth to hold on to. There's also a little smudge in the back, but I think that's not that big of a deal. Yeah, it's not that big of a deal. I'm gonna hang on to this one. Oh, those print lines are kind of heartbreaking. It's like the card looks so perfect when I first brought it out, and then I saw the scratches. That's the thing. Like, a lot of times people will be like, "Oh, I have that card in my binder. It's never been touched." But then actually, they look in the back, there's nothing. But then you see the scratches in the card, you're like, "Oh, yikes! That's not going to be worth the $15,000 that a PSA 10 Typhlosion would be worth." I'm gonna hang on to that one. I'm gonna hang on to that one. But you know what they say? You know what's better than a Typhlosion 17? 2 Typhlosion 17s. Yeah, I bought another one that popped up on Troll and Toad this past week. So let's see how this one looks. Again, worst case scenario, I might at least hang on to one of them. But like the reason why I buy cards of this caliber whenever they pop up is because in the past I have actually bought cards from Troll and Toad that came back as perfect PSA 10s. That's how I got most of my PSA 10s actually. And again, worst case scenario, if it's really beat up, I'll just send it back and get a refund. They got a good refund strategy or whatever. Okay, right off the bat, the back. That's definitely that's already probably like an 8 off of that alone. Centering looks pretty decent, and it's not the error one. Is the other one an error one? Oh, I think this one actually is. No, it's not. Okay. Well, let's see what the actual hollow looks like. If the hollow is actually unscratched, it's got potential to be a 9. The way I see it is, if you buy one of these with the premium prices that they're available usually at, if it comes back as an 8 or higher after you get it graded, it's worth it. So let's see what this one looks like. If I can get it out, there we go. Hopefully, God, that corner actually hurts me. Oh my gosh. Yep, it's the same thing. It's not as scratched. Look at that. It's not as scratched, but I'm probably going to hang on to this one too, just because, like I said, even as a PSA 8, you know, this one off the scratches could get like a PSA 7 if I could be honest with you. Technically, still means a near mint, but still, this one could actually potentially get an 8 or a 9 actually. The only big thing that just stands out the most is that corner on the bag. That's pretty bad right there. If I would have seen the image of that, I probably would have said no. No, I don't know about that. Yeah, I probably would have still said no. But the hollow is not too bad. It's definitely scratches, as you can see. It's not even print lines. These are just straight up scratches that are available in cards. Again, the problem with Typhlosion that's so ridiculous about this card is the fact that there's so much hollow pattern in the background, and it was very, very playable. That alone is what makes the card so hard to get as a PSA 10. Even if you get it out of a pack, you know, you might have like print lines and stuff like that. And this one, like I said, if it comes back as an 8, I think it was definitely worth it. If not, well, better try next time. Again, you know, in the past, I did luck out where I would buy a card just straight up near mint from Troll and Toad or from various websites, and they come back like flawless, and then when I got them graded, they came back as 10. So I don't mind taking a risk. I mean, worst case scenario, if it does come back as an 8, I can technically sell it as an 8. You know, I rarely sell my cards as is, but I can sell it as an 8 and get my money back. If not, you know, hang on to the 8 until it gets even more expensive over time. And at that point, when I get rid of one of my many 8s, because I have like 2 8s now, you know, it won't hurt as much, because I definitely want to keep at least one in my collection. But still, even hanging on to these are just beautiful. Look at that. So yeah. All right, that is it for today's video. Again, stay tuned for the Team Rocket opening, which should be released at some point in the near future. And of course, if I decide to open my not these, but if I decide to open more base set packs as well, I'll do that. The only reason why I'm debating if I want to even open those is because I already have most of the cards that I wanted from base set as a PSA 10 in my collection. So there's really no reason to open them other than just the fact to get that fixed, to, you know, open some more base cards. But yeah. By the way, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more. My name is Rhymestyle. Let me know your thoughts on the stuff that I showed, and if you want to see more videos like this in the future. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.